What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Jerome, and I am here tonight with a review for Black Ink Crew Chicago season number 5, episode 9. And this episode was titled, I Hope You Make It to America. So without further ado, we're going to get started with the video. All right, so we got everybody at the shop with the exception of Lily. So, they talking about what was the worst job that they've ever had. And Don, he's talking about, when he used to go door to door selling vacuum cleaners, selling them Kirby's. And then, Bella asked the question, did you fire Lily? And Ryan is like, no, we didn't fire Lily. Lily is taking a break. So then he goes on to tell Bella that the reason why Lily is taking a break is because, of the conversation with Charmaine talking about Lily using an N-word, you saying nigga. And, her saying how, she felt like they were wrong in the situation with SP. Now, I've watched a lot of other people's videos. I've watched Bondi's video, I've watched Roxanne's video, and I've watched Ashley's video. And to an extent, I actually got where where Roxanne and Bondi are coming from. The guys were wrong for jumping on SP. They were absolutely 100% wrong for jumping on him. But at the same time, SP was wrong for spitting in Adriana's face. So there was equal blame to go around on both sides. So I definitely see Lily's side and I definitely see the guy's side. He spit in Adriana's face and it was blood. So again, I get it. I see it. So basically what it is with Ryan, he can't stand up for nothing, because when it comes to them, he caves into what they want him to do. And and it was really mostly Charmaine. What Charmaine wanted Ryan to do was to be done with Lily, to fire Lily. So he didn't fire Lily, but he did tell Lily to take a break. And he succumbed to what Van wanted, Charmaine wanted. I'm not going to say Don, because Don was, one really 100% against Lily. The reason why Don felt the way he felt was because Lily felt like they were wrong with the SP situation. But it was Van and it was Charmaine. And mostly it was Charmaine, because Charmaine has an issue with Lily. So of course Charmaine is going to want Lily gone, because Lily has, fought Charmaine on multiple occasions and beat Charmaine up on multiple occasions. So then Charmaine is talking about how, she wants to become an activist. And I'm like, okay, Charmaine, what are you talking about? So then she starts talking about, the Surviving R. Kelly documentary. And, she wants to protest R. Kelly. Now, it sounded like for a minute Ryan said he was against it. So then, she said she's going to protest him. She's not going to support his, play his records on the radio station. I absolutely am in agreement with her, because, I'm an R. Kelly. I was an R. Kelly fan. I used to love You Remind Me. You Remind Me of Something. I Believe I Can Fly. Ignition. Like, the list can go on of the R. Kelly songs that I like. But after watching that R. Kelly documentary, Surviving R. Kelly on Lifetime, actually it was even before that, but that was what cemented it for me, watching that documentary, because I am a victim of rape, like I've said before, and to watch that documentary, it just took me to a place that I never ever want to go back to. So since then, I've completely muted R. Kelly. And, I'm hoping with this case, they got against him now, I'm hoping that they can get this one to stick. Hopefully. And then, they start talking about, conversations that they have with their daughters, because, Van has his daughter and Ryan. So they are in agreement with them. They're talking about how if it was them and it was their daughter, the man would be dead, which I definitely agree with that. And then somebody, I think it was Donnie, tried to make the point that R. Kelly was a big name in Chicago, which I get that, but that doesn't make what he did any less right, or it's not right. It doesn't change the fact that it's wrong and it's disgusting and it's nasty. So, they tell Charmaine that she got their support, or whatever. Okay, so next we saw Bella, we saw Ryan, and we saw Lily. They are out for lunch. And, Lily comes in, she's talking about how she felt about the situation happened between her and Charmaine. She felt like it was a vendetta that Charmaine was using, which it absolutely 100% was. Do I believe that Lily is racist? Not at all. Do I believe Lily is ignorant? Fucking right. I believe Lily is ignorant I believe Lily is ignorant as fuck, but I don't think she's a racist. And Charmaine could have did this a whole bunch of different ways. She was doing it right at first, just educating Lily. But then when they started talking down to Lily, I think that's when Lily, was like, shit, I can't say nothing to them because they talking about a serious subject to, the African American community. But I felt like Lily could have said, you know what, I get what you guys are saying, but me saying nigga, it's not, me attacking y'all. It's not me being malicious. It's not me being hateful. It's not me being anything, but just being, just saying the word nigga. And, I know it probably wouldn't have appeased Charmaine, and it probably wouldn't have appeased Van. But she could have at least said that. And I think, and that's what Ryan actually said to her. When I told you to take a break, I wanted you to take a break because I wanted you to just sit and think about, you are the root of all the drama at this point. And, and then he's also taking a bunch of heat from Charmaine and Van. And I'm like, one, why are you letting Charmaine put so much heat on you? Because Lily is a tattoo artist. What the fuck is Charmaine? Like, somebody explain it to me. What is Charmaine? I mean, I know she said the celebrity concierge, but I tweeted this on social media. The only celebrity that we saw that's come to this shop, if you want to say because of Charmaine, was Erica Mena. And Erica Mena is a Z-list celebrity. So, take it with a grain of motherfucking salt. So yeah, he tells Lily, he just wanted her to analyze, everything. And, yeah, she and Charmaine have issues, but that was the real reason what was going on. It wasn't 100. I mean, it was because of the racist thing, but the real thing is that Charmaine has an issue with Lily. It's just like when you have a pimple on your head, on your face, the only thing you can think about is just popping it at that time. And that's what it was with Charmaine. Lily is like a pimple on her face that she just wants to get rid of, and then she'll just cover it up at a later date. So, but Ryan does tell Lily that she's not fired. So then in a later scene, we see Ryan. He has meeting with the buildings manager, and they having a conversation, and they didn't really. He wasn't trying to really. They were slowly egging it on what the building manager was coming to meet Ryan about. But he's telling Ryan that he is, he has some office space on the first floor, and that he's offering Ryan more office space. Which, if you guys follow on follow some of the stuff on reality shows on social media, you do know that a few, I don't know when it was during this current time, recently, that Ryan just opened up, a new shop. So I guess this is the shop that he was opening up. So we're gonna move on, y'all. So next we see Charmaine. Charmaine comes into the shop huffing and puffing like she done ran from a whole fucking mile. Breathing hard as fuck. Like, Charmaine, calm down. So she comes into the shop. She's, overly excited, telling Ryan, man, the cops just stopped me and Junior. We was on our way back to the shop, and they pulled us over, and they found a gun. He was like, well, was the gun Junior's? And then it went to commercial. But then, it comes back from commercial, and Charmaine is telling what happened. So she's telling that, Junior ran the red light, and the police pulled him over. I feel like some things were left out of this story with Charmaine, because we saw Charmaine, she was recording it, and the cops told her to stop recording. But I just feel like some stuff was, left out. Okay, so they stopped him for a traffic light. Did he have some weed on him? Which that doesn't excuse them pulling him out of the car, even if it is just for a traffic light. But, it could have been that they found some weed. She said they found the gun. Could Junior have been mouthing off to the cops? Could Junior have been drunk? Like, we just don't know what the whole situation was. And I'm not saying that's what it was. But I don't really typically see cops pulling people out the cars for no probable cause. And I'm not saying that they won't do it, but I think in this situation, I just feel like it was something that was left out. And that's just my interpretation. I could be wrong, but that's just my interpretation. So, while they sitting there talking, in walks Junior. So they had nothing against Junior. He had his paperwork for his gun, and they eventually had to let him go. So, Charmaine made a big deal for nothing because Junior is not in jail. And they trying to say, you know, they were playing this narrative of the good. You got the cops who are good, and you got the cops who just want to say something to you because you're either African American or you're Hispanic American, which I get that, and I saw it happen. It's happened to me, so I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, it doesn't happen, because it definitely happened to me in my lifetime. Actually, it's happened to me more than once. I was just sitting minding my own business, and a cop pulled up behind me with his lights on for no reason, and I'm just sitting, minding my business. So it does happen. So I'm not gonna sit there and be like it don't happen, because it does. Okay, y'all. So next we see Lily. Lily is, she's painting. Lily is a great artist, but ignorant as fuck is what she is. So she is still talking about this whole nigga comment. I definitely, like I said, I get it. Do I believe Lily's a racist? No. I just think Lily's stupid as fuck and she's ignorant as fuck. She feels like the reason why they brought this up is because of the whole SP situation, which, I guess I can see that, but yeah, I can't see it because, like I said in last week's review, Lily has been saying nigga for, as long as she's been on this show. So why they bring it up now, I don't know. So it could be that. So then we see her, she's having this art show, and it's called 3 Ways to America. And, she just wants to show the ugly side of, immigrants trying to get to the U.S. And, she's talking about, how Donald Trump is making this illegal stuff so much bigger than it even should be. And my whole thing with Donald Trump is I can't stand that motherfucker. I'm just going to keep it point blank, period. Can't stand that ignorant ass motherfucker. And then when I find people that I talk to on Twitter, IG, and then when I find out that they support him and they spew some of his rhetoric, it's just like, are you fucking serious? And I have to unfollow motherfuckers because I don't agree with the shit he says. Nothing he says is factual. Like, and I'm gonna get off topic for just a little bit because at the Oscars this past Sunday, Spike Lee read his speech. Donald Trump went on Twitter to say that Spike Lee was being racist towards him. And I'm like, racist toward a fucking orange? Like, it's unheard of. And, then I looked in the tweets from his supporters talking about, Trump has done more for the black community than Spike Lee has done. Like, then they talking about what has Spike Lee done for the African American community. What the fuck has Donald Trump done for the African American community? Not a motherfucking thing. What has Spike Lee done for our community? Spike Lee has done a lot for our community. Number one, he is like I said, he's African American. So he's a director. He makes movies for us. He has our people in the movies. So he keeps our people employed. So fuck out of here. What has Spike Lee done for the African American community? And your president has done, y'all dumbass president has done this and this and that. No, your president hasn't done shit for this community. Talking about, prison reform. He ain't done shit. Like, stop with this prison reform bullshit. Because the prison system is still fucked up to this day. So that motherfucker has not done a bitch ass thing as far as I'm concerned. So fuck him, fuck his supporters. Like, I didn't want to get on that, but I just had to. But Lily does, back to the show. Lily, she, I guess she's had time to sit. She's thought about it and she feels bad about the comments that she's made. And, she just doesn't want people to feel like she's a racist. Well, Lily, the majority of us, we don't think that you're a racist. We just think that you're ignorant. So, take that whole thing. Just forget what Charmaine said, that you're racist. We don't think you're racist. Like I said, we just think you're a little ignorant. But moving on. All right, so then we see this scene where Van, he has his daughter. He got a chef, which looks like a little bootleg chef, but a chef nonetheless. And he's fixing dinner for Jen, because he hasn't really talked to Jen, sat down with Jen since the whole Vegas trip with Evanita. And so Jen comes over. And, he wants to make things right with Jen. And Jen is like, how do I know I can believe that? And he says, well, the only way that you can really truly believe that is for me to show you that I've actually want to change. I've changed and I want to change. And I'm like, yeah, Jen, you might want to throw the whole van away because you said it yourself. Y'all have been together for 10 years, but you ain't got no ring. Yep, throw the whole van away. Like, nah. I just couldn't be with somebody for 10 years and you haven't proposed to me and you ain't asked me and we ain't even married. Like, I can see that if we were engaged for 10 years, still wouldn't happen, but you ain't even asked me to marry. So, no. And then you cheat on me. You make me look like a fucking idiot. Yeah. More power to Jen, because it just wouldn't be me. Like, I'd be like, Van, fuck you. I love you, but fuck you. I don't want to be with you. I don't want to marry you. I don't want to do shit with you. The letter U and I. They don't go together. They don't mix. They don't mesh. They don't, they don't mingle. They don't do nothing. Not a damn thing. So, if I was Jen, just let him go. All right. So we see Ryan, he's thinking about this new space and he's going to take over the space. So, he has a client there and she's getting a tattoo and, she's getting some roses right here because she got some burn marks. I guess she's a chef or she cooks or something like that. And, Ryan does a tattoo and it is a badass tattoo. I love that tattoo. If I was into roses and stuff, I would definitely get it because that was a badass tattoo. So then we see Charmaine. So you remember earlier, Charmaine said she was going to protest this whole mute R. Kelly shit. So we see her out with another radio personality by the name of Kendra. And, they in the streets, they protesting. And I'm just like, oh my God. So the girl Kendra was on the bullhorn, megaphone, whichever one you want to call it. And then she hands it to Charmaine. I'm like, of all the people in the world to hand that shit to, you hand it to this ignorant fool. And why she handed it to Charmaine? So then Charmaine talking about we need to save our black girls. We need to save our black girls. I agree with you. We do need to save our black girls. But when it comes to R. Kelly, it's not just the black girls that he likes. He likes them black, he likes them white, and he likes them Hispanic. So, yeah. We need to save all of our girls, not just the black ones, Charmaine. I get where you coming from. I get where she came from, but she didn't think that speech through. But again, it's Charmaine. So are we surprised that she didn't think the speech through? Not at all. All right. So then we move over to Lily's 3 Ways to America art show. So when they were telling the 3 ways that you can get to America, I'm like, well, damn, it's either death or death. So if you make it through to get to America, you should consider yourself lucky because, like, damn, I know one of them you would go through a tunnel. One of them you can go through a subway and you would have to worry about being, killed on the subway. Like, fuck. Damn. I was just when that woman told Bella that, I'm like, well, shit. If that's what it takes to get to him, damn. I feel, it makes you literally sit and think like, damn, people go through so much to get to this country to escape, death, rape, drugs, and all that stuff. And then you got this dumbass motherfucker that's in the office who, want to talk about, what the immigrants do, what the immigrants truly do, and to his base who believes in his dumbass fucking rhetoric. They take the jobs that you and I don't want to do. They do the janitorial work. They cook, they clean. They do so much shit that you and I don't want to do. They what else do they do? They do a lot of shit that you and I don't want to do. So leave people alone. Like, that shit just I'm gonna stop talking about it. I'm just gonna move on. So then we see Lily and Ryan. Ryan and Lily go to the side and they have a conversation with each other. So, Lily, she does apologize to Ryan for all the drama that's happening in the shop. And I'm so happy that she did that. But, like, you could have did that when you were in the shop with Van, Don, and Charmaine. But whatever. Better late than never. Shout out to Candy and Riley for that one. Better late than never. It's so easy. So yeah. So then Ryan is, again talking to her about coming back to 9 Mag. So at this point, Lily's like, you know what? I don't want to come back to 9 Mag because I don't fuck with, Van or Charmaine, which I'm like, bravo. Good for you, Lily. Take your art, take your talent, and go somewhere else and do what's best for you. Stay out of the drama. So I was happy for Lily with that one. Like, goodbye and good. All right, you guys. And then lastly, in the episode, we see Ryan. He's having a conversation with Don wrong person. Don, Charmaine, and Van. He's telling them about the expansion, how the landlord came to him, told him about the open space and how he's going to, he's doing the expansion. So, what, they out here for it, they supportive of him. And then, we see someone walk into the door and it goes to commercial. And I figured it was 4. And when it comes back from commercial, it is 4. So 4 is back. And, 4 is in a good space now. And he was talking about how, when they were in Vegas, he was just in a bad space. And, he does apologize to them, for everything that happened in Vegas. And like Charmaine said, 4 did not owe them any kind of apology. As long as you're taking care of yourself and you good, that's all that matters. But that was Black Ink Crew. Like the video, leave your comments, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys later. And also, I do want to say thank you. So on Tuesday night, or sometime at Tuesday, I think it was Tuesday afternoon, I hit 100 subscribers. I know it's not a lot, but it means a lot to me that people like my channel, like hearing what I have to say. So I really do thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart. Something in my throat. Like I said, I thank you guys from the bottom of my heart, because when I came onto this channel, I've had this channel for 10 years almost. I think actually next month will make 10 years that I've had my YouTube channel. And, I've always wanted to be on camera, but I never did it because I was, I had some insecurities that I had to deal with. And, I've dealt with them. And I just always wondered if people would want to hear what I say. I always wondered how my voice sounded on camera. Excuse me. So like I said again, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. If you guys know anybody out there who would like to watch my videos, tell your people about me. Tell them to come to my channel. Tell them to subscribe to me. Like, thank you from the bottom of my heart. And I will see you guys tomorrow for the season finale of How to Get Away with Murder.